Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, transform and perform to set new benchmarks in the steel industry, exhorts Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, DIC, to RSP Collective in special interaction session, Chunauti. RPL certificates presented to contract workers of SAIL RSP, and competitions organized at Nurses Training Institute of IGH to mark Nurses Day celebration at SAIL RSP. Now the news in detail. Let's transform our processes, mindset and outcomes to ensure unmatched performance at every step and set new benchmarks in the steel industry, exhorted Mr. Atanu Bhaumik, Director in Charge to the SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant Collective in the special interaction session titled Chunauti, organized on 27th April 2024 at Gopabandhu Auditorium. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Mr. Tarun Mishra, ED P&A with additional charge of ED Projects, Mr. Alok Verma, ED Mines, and Mr. A.K. Bahuria, ED F&A were also present on the dais. Several CGMs, HODs, shift in charges, and about 500 employees of different departments of RSP, including mines, attended the program. Notably, this was a second edition of Chunauti Interaction Series, which has been meticulously designed to inform and engage employees regarding their challenging targets and major strategic initiatives set for the fiscal year 2024-25. The DIC further said, market dynamics and input costs are beyond our control. However, we must focus on reducing our cost of production through optimizing process efficiency, controlling usage of raw materials, and most importantly, by taking a pledge to not let any breakdown or surprise happen anywhere in the plant. Mr. Bhaumik urged the collective to think differently and embrace innovation to drive transformation. He also stressed the critical importance of predictive maintenance in achieving uninterrupted operations and the cost efficiencies. The DIC highlighted the role of each employee in attaining the challenging targets amid the major strategic initiatives of discontinuing production from the economically unviable units like Blast Furnace 4, Hot Strip Mill 1 for the fiscal year 2024-25. Mr. Bhaumik also spoke about the various initiatives of the plant to make the Steel City greener, cleaner and more entertaining for the residents. Mr. Suryavanshi made a threadbare presentation on the performance of the plant, challenges and opportunities, targets for the current fiscal 2024-25 with special targets for each unit, and the 8-pronged strategies to win. Through a SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity and threat analysis, he informed about the challenges lying ahead for RSP and the strategies to overcome it in the upcoming financial year. Mr. Bahuria explained the financial implications of running the Blast Furnace 4, CRM and HSM 1. He compared different scenarios and highlighted the best scenario for achieving the targets as well as improving the bottom line of RSP. He stressed that cost and quality equally important in addition to volume of production. Later, during the interaction session, employees gave suggestions pertaining to production, productivity, maintenance and safety issues. In his concluding remarks, the Director in Charge summarized the deliberations and exhorted all to make concerted efforts to make RSP one of the lowest cost producers of quality steel in the country. Earlier, the session commenced with a rendition of the national anthem. This was followed by showcasing a film made by Public Relations Department comprising motivational video. Ms. Benita Turkey, Manager HRDC, coordinated the program and proposed a formal vote of thanks at the end. Human Development Resource Center of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has been conducting Sampark programs in different departments where RPL certificates are being handed over to the contract workers in the presence of departmental heads. The initiative aims to strengthen the departmental connect for better improvement of employee performance and ability. In a function held at Refractory Engineering Department, Mr. S.S. Panda, GM in charge refractories, handed over 35 certificates to the contract workers. Present on the occasion were other senior officers and employees of the department. The function was coordinated by Mr. Harish Patra, DGM Refractories. Mr. Etwa Oraon, CGM Plate Mill, and Ms. Rajeshri Banerjee, CGM HRD, presided over the function held at Plate Mill and distributed the RPL certificates to 35 contract workers. Mr. J.P. Malik, GM Plate Mill, coordinated the event. In Instrumentation Department, 20 contract workers were presented with RPL certificates in a function which was presided by Mr. S.C. Patra, GM in charge Automation and Instrumentation, and Ms. Chaitali Das, GM in charge Instrumentation. Mr. Ravish Patidar, AGM Instrumentation, coordinated the event. Notably, all these contract workers were trained in domain skills as well as soft skills. During the course, they were provided with entrepreneurship tips. After assessment, they have all been certified. The main objective of the certification is to align the competencies of the pre-existing workforce of the country to the standardized National Skills Qualification Framework. The HRD team, comprising Ms. Annapurna Behra, Senior Manager, Ms. Binita Tirki, Manager, and Mr. Alok Ranjan Behra, Junior Officer, led by Mr. H.N. Pati, GM, and Mr. Konda, GM, are facilitating the program at the departments under the guidance and supervision of Ms. Rajeshri Banerjee, CGM HRD. In all these programs, the HRD activities are also highlighted and the training needs are discussed at length to make the HRD program more relevant and vibrant. Various competitions organized at Nurses Training Institute of Ispat General Hospital to mark the forthcoming International Nurses Day celebrations at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant continue to witness enthusiastic participation of the NTI students. To keep the Indian tradition and folk style art of floor painting alive in contemporary age, an Alpana competition was organized. Showcasing their imagination, creativity and talent, the 34 participating students displayed colorful motifs, patterns, designs and symbols. To help students develop their communication, oratory and articulation skills, an elocution competition was organized wherein 18 students took part. Fashion show witnessed colorful apparels displayed by 18 students parading down the platform to the tune of popular music. The dance competition brought to the forefront different dance styles in addition to the talents of the students. Poem recital and shlok chanting were also added to keep abreast with the rich cultural heritage of Orissa. The programs were organized under the guidance and supervision of Dr. Sonia Joshi, Additional CMO MNHS and in charge NTI, and Ms. Bidyut Prabha Goat, Principal NTI. That's all in this edition of Rourkela News. Namaskar.